This is the performance tennis technical warm-up where Ollie there is experiencing kinetic learning right now. He's doing a light jog to activate the muscles, tendons, ligaments. That's me, Dan Hiddleston, owner, Performance Tennis. Ollie's doing side steps alongside the baseline, squaring up at the net. Now back steps, right foot behind the left foot behind the right. Here, Ollie is deploying standard ATP footwork, moving to one side or the other. Here, the backhand side first, planting the outside foot, making the power step, side step, back to the middle, turning and going to the opposite side. That's how the pros move, and rarely taught in lessons. This is a different type of recovery footwork. He's turning and going to the backhand side, plant, back step, back step, back step, back to the middle, turn and go, plant, back step, back to the middle. And this way you move lighter, easy, spend less energy, stand, position yourself taller. Roger Federer moves this way quite often. Here, Ollie is implementing, he's doing some parabolic bounding, pushing off the dominant side and leaping high in the air in the form of an arc, straight out of algebra, landing on the non-dominant side, trying to stay the non-dominant side, stay on balance 3 times each way. Really developing strength and coordination in the legs, especially on the non-dominant side. Here we have some standard elite athletic footwork, power step, 2 side steps, plant, power step, 2 side steps, plant, back and forth, repetitiously. Really good athletic movement. Here he's moving in a more simplified manner, 3 side steps each direction, planting the outside foot and back. You move both ways in tennis. When you want to get back sooner to the middle, sooner in the court, deploy the previous footwork. When you have time, you can make your moves back to the middle in this fashion. It's a little simpler. And finally, the last aspect of elite footwork in the technical warm-up, the hop plant. It's actually hop plant, pushing off the dominant side 3 times first onto the non-dominant side, staying the landing and back, trying to maintain balance. Really good movement for net play. Now we move to the team juggling. This is very helpful with respect to seeing the ball, training the eyes to see the ball. The ball travels approximately 80 feet to get to and fro the 2 players. And this trains your eyes to stay focused. I often encourage players to read the label and number of the tennis ball while juggling. Here we're adding some movement. I try to let the ball cross the line of sight and keep the hand steady. It's good to do this with no mistakes. Ollie is putting one tennis ball back in the gamma hopper. He's about to implement standard backcourt movement, 3 ways each direction. The primary movements in tennis, the lateral movements alongside the baseline. Moving up in the court, playing the offensive backhand there. Playing a little defense to the forehand side, moving back. Moving up in the court again to the offensive forehand, and then playing some more D. Here he's about to practice turning with the ball. As the ball approaches him, he's trying to turn in a timely fashion. And then here in the second set of standard backcourt movement, 3 directions each way, he's going to try to move and deploy those turns that he just practiced in the previous activity. Turning defense to offense there. And one last offensive backhand, the toughest shot in tennis. He's repeating that because it is challenging. Matthew Ebden missed a short ball high to the backhand side, trying to hit that offensive backhand at 3-all in the first set. On his 3rd break point against Rafa to win the coveted 7th game, he dumped it in the net, likely costing him the first set. That's why we do these activities in the warm-up, so that players, during big points like that, big moments, are able to do it like clockwork. Now we're incurring our light ball warm-up, practicing and training the ground strokes with the rounded take back, shoulders back, chin up, standing tall, lean and turn, step and throw, with a little pivot of the toe, so the foot is parallel to the net. We're doing a linear stance here, deploying a linear stance, stepping straight towards the middle of the net, learning to drive the ball. Nice rounded takebacks, adding rotation, taking the hand from the bottom of the ball over the top as you throw, both sides, backhand, forehand sides. Training some high to low motion here, nice and easy, warming up the volleys. Same thing, pivot, lean and turn, step in, throw. Place the weight on the back foot, the outside foot, then onto the front foot as you throw. I'm going to do this in simple fashion so it's automatic when you play. And after you throw, get back to the standard ready, athletic ready position, legs flexed, shoulders back, chin up, hands up high, just like you are returning serve or positioning yourself at the net ready to close out a volley. Now, Ollie's walking back to the baseline to warm up the serve motion, placing the light ball next to the ear, releasing high, placing the weight from the back foot onto the front foot, elevating the right foot as you throw so that it's parallel to the ground. Call it a right leg kickback. If you teach that early, it becomes automatic when they play. Remaining nice and on balance on the non-dominant side after you throw, and then making that nice wide base recovery step back into the athletic ready position, ready to return the ball after the return of service hit. Warming up the non-dominant side as well, developing coordination on that side of the body, actually creating new brain circuitry in the mind. Now, Ollie's going to make his approach shot runs, positioning himself 2 steps inside the baseline, running in the shape of a V, plant step throw at the pinnacle of the V, walk and making a walk-through step right after he throws the approach shot. So run up, plant step, walk through, wide base split it, the midpoint of the serve line in the net, getting ready to volley. He's trying to look at the ball as he throws and it's returned to him, so he's practicing seeing the ball as he hits that approach shot and gets ready to volley. Does 3 of those on the backhand side, a couple on the other side. Imagine he's rallied deep 3 to 5 times, moved the ball around directionally, started to increase pace. Now he's looking to move inside the baseline to anticipate the short ball and running up and through his approach shot to the net. Here he takes out the jump rope. He's going to do 3 types of tennis-specific jumping. The wide base regular jump 15 times, practicing deploying the wide base split step. As he warms up, and he's going to make a stutter step and hop, same wide base, tap the ground 2 to 3 times and a larger hop. This move is deployed as you're playing more offensively, rallying deep 3 to 5 times, moving inside the baseline. You look to move up in the court to either hit an outright winner, forcing shot, approach and volley, or the drop shot. You make this chatter step and jump. It helps prepare you to move up in the court. And here's a dynamic leg flex, spending a little more time on the ground, or should be. Slowing the pace of the swing down. This is good for developing rhythm and timing as the ball lands short of the court in the serve area, bounces high, helps you buy time and develop rhythm to play offensively. Here we have the reaction ball, many players' favorite activity in the technical warm-up. I throw it, kind of high, 2 feet above the head, 5 feet away from the player. And they make that wide base split as soon as the reaction ball hits the ground. Try to catch the ball in one move. Really develops that reaction step, that first step. All important in tennis. As the ball strikes the opposing player's racket, you want to make that wide base split and either push off the right foot to move to the left or push off the left foot to move to the right. And this trains that. A little wave to the camera. He's about to take out the blue resistance band. He's going to make some rows, warm up the muscles in the back, maintain proper posture. I'm holding it there in the middle, stabilizing the cable. There he's rowing in the middle. Shoulders back, chin up. Now he's doing T rows at the shoulders. Well, just 5 each time, and then at the hips, he's actually doing kind of a straight row there, where he's warming up the muscles in the rotator cuff, also strengthening them. Those are the muscles that protect the shoulder capsule. Here we go, making backhand movement, taking the blue resistance cable below the hip, reaching high to the shoulders, slightly above the shoulders, transferring his weight from the left foot to the right foot, the back foot to the front foot, really flexing that non-dominant side as he goes back. Really important to transfer the weight with the swing, super important on the backhand side. Here's the other side, same idea. Also developing movement in what's called the kinetic chain, from the ankles, knees, hips, core, through the shoulders, and finally the upper limbs. They want to move in sequence in that order. And finally, here he does a hop run, leaping or bounding from one foot to the other at pace to the center of the net, and a semi sprint back to the midpoint of the backcourt, halfway between the baseline and the fence. And that is Ollie's technical warm-up. He has just, through the kinetic learning process, comprehensively learned the fundamentals of tennis in his warm-up.